Right, so we're going to look at factorization today, and we'll start with taking out a common factor. Just to show you, in grade 9 we do 3 types of factorizing. One is taking out a common factor, which we'll be doing now, and this includes changing the sign and grouping. The next one will be on the difference of two squares, and then the trinomial is the last one we'll do. So let's start with finding a common factor. We know that when we multiply out, if I multiply this, I get A times B is AB, and A times C is AC. So that's the distributive law. If I take AB plus AC, I can factorize it by taking out a common factor. Both of these terms here have an A, so I can take out a common factor of A, and it leaves me with B plus C. Using that, if I look at 5A plus 20, I look for the highest common factor here. The highest common factor between 5A and 20 is going to be 5. So I take out the 5, and I basically divide this by 5. So 5A divided by 5 leaves me with A, and do the same with 20. 20 divided by 5 is going to leave me with 4. And that is taking out the common factor. If I do a check here, we write down check. If I use the distributive law, 5 times A gives me 5A. Positive times positive is a positive. And 5 times 4 is 20. I come back to my original question. That's taking out a common factor. If we look at this one, AB plus A, take out a common factor, or both of them have an A in it. So I can take out an A. AB divided by A leaves me with B. Positive divided by positive is a positive. A divided by A leaves me with, whoopsie, that's wrong, leaves me with 1. Again, if I want to do a check here, A times B gives me AB, positive times positive is a positive, and A times 1 is A. Come back to the original question. In the second one here, 12A squared B plus 16AB, I've got to find the highest common factor. Highest common factor here in the numbers is going to be 4, but you also have to look at your variables. A squared and A, the highest variable I can take out here is an A, and between B and B I can still take out a B. So divide this term by 4AB. 12 divided by 4 leaves me 3. A squared divided by A leaves me A. B divided by B cancel each other out. Plus 16 divided by 4 is 4. A divided by A cancel each other out. B divided by B leaves me with 1. If I go and do a check here, let's see what happens. If I get back to the original question, 4 times 3 is 12. A times A is A squared. B plus 4 times 4 is 16. A, B. Oopsie, don't need a bracket. And what you've got to keep in mind is check once you're here that there's no more factors. There's nothing else I can take out from 3A plus 4. That is completely factorized. So this is factorizing, taking out a common factor. Now, you can go and pause the video and try these. Yeah, pause the video, try it. Okay, let's see. Between A squared and A, the highest common factor is an A, and B squared is a B. So if I divide this term, A squared divided by A leaves me 1A, B divided by B cancel each other out, and in the second term, A, B squared, the A's cancel each other out, leaves me with a B. Again, we look here, and there's no more factors we can take out. You can go and do a check on your own. 9 divided by 9, so I can take out a common factor of 9, and the C's, I can only take out 1C. So C squared divided by C, well 9 divided by 9 leaves me 1. C squared divided by C leaves me a C. Keep in mind the sign here is a negative. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. 9C divided by 9C is 1. And again, go and do the check. Now sometimes when we're looking for a common factor, it is a whole bracket. You can see in this question here that both of them have a bracket that is x minus y, x minus y. So the common factor here would be in x minus y, and we take that out, and we see what's left is a 3 and a t. So 3 plus t is what's left. So take out the common bracket. Look here, the common bracket is x minus y, x minus y. So I can take that out. X minus y is my common bracket. And next to it, I write what's left. There's a 2 minus b. That's what's left. That's taking out a common bracket as a common factor. Now, what happens? If I have a plus b and b plus a, those are exactly the same. It's a positive a and a positive b. But when I've got b minus a and a minus b, those are not the same. This has a positive b and this has a negative a. So what we do is we change the sign. We take out a negative sign, and that leaves us with, if I multiply that through, minus a, well, that's what I've got here, and a negative is a positive, and that's what I have here, a positive b. In this question, x minus 2 and 2 minus x are not the same. So I need to change this sign in front to make it the same. I keep the first term, x minus 2, and I change this to a negative 3. And when I do that, I can have x minus 2. And that means if I multiply this through negative and negative, that negative and a positive, would give me a negative x, and a negative would give me a positive 2. So I've kept it the same. By changing the sign, I've created this common bracket of x minus 2, which is what I wanted, x minus 2, and what's left, an x minus 3. So we change the sign. You can go and try these yourself and see what you get. Keep in mind, this is m minus 3, this is 3 minus m. They're almost the same. You're going to have to change the sign. Pause the video and try it. Alright, let's see. I've got m minus 3 here, and I've got 3 minus m. So if I keep the first term, m minus 3, and I change the sign there, I can have m minus 3. Because when I multiply it through, a negative and a positive gives me the negative m I was looking for, and a negative times a negative gives me the positive 3 I was looking for. Now I've got a common bracket of m minus 3. What is left? 3 minus 7n. That's changed the sign, and I've factorized it completely. Right. Oh wait, we've still got this question to do. In this question, I've got a plus 2b and 2b plus a. Remember what we said right in the beginning here of, where am I? That a plus b and b plus a are exactly the same. So that applies here. I've got a plus 2b, I've got 2b plus a. Positive 2b, positive a. So I can just rewrite that. pq a plus 2b plus, and this can be a plus 2b. I can just swap them around so that now I've got a common bracket of a plus 2b. And we look at what's left, pq, and here in front is an invisible 1, so it's plus 1. And they are factorized. Right, and then the last way we do taking out a common bracket, or taking out a common factor, is to group and put them in pairs. When we've got 4 terms like this, what I try and do is group the first one, group the second one, and put them in pairs. From here, what is your common factor? Well, I can take out a 2 here, and nothing else. It leaves me a plus 2b, I've taken out the 2, leaves me bm, and in the second one, I can take out from here a c. There's a common factor of c, so I take out the c, and it's going to leave me a plus bm. And by factorizing like that, I've created a common bracket of a plus bm. There's my common bracket, and what's left? 2 plus c. Let's try the second one. Group it here, and group this one here. From here, I can take out a 4. Let's do that. I can also take out a p, and I can take out a q. So I've taken out 4pq, we divide it. This divided by 4pq, it's going to leave me 2. The p's cancel each other, and I'm left with a q. And minus 4 divided by 4 is 1. P divided by p is cancel each other out. Q divided by Q leaves me 1. In the second bracket, I can take out a R. So let's do that. Take out the R. Leaves me 1 minus 2Q. Right. So I've grouped them. I've taken out my common factors. And I'm left with 2Q minus 1 and 1 minus 2Q. Almost identical brackets, but they're not perfect. So here we've got to go, once we've grouped them, let's go and change the sign. Keep the first term, 2Q minus 1. This one here I'm going to make negative R. By doing that, I can change it around. Minus 1. Alright, so we've gone and changed the sign. If I multiply this through, a negative times a positive leaves me a negative. And a negative times negative leaves me this positive 1 I was looking for. Now I've got identical brackets. Take them out. Leaves me 4PQ, 4PQ minus R. And that is factorized. So we can group them, and by grouping them find the common factor that lies in each pair. Take out the common factor, and hopefully that way you'll end up with the common brackets that you were looking for. I hope that helps.